Ex-Trump supporters, what made you change your mind? I grew up somewhere between conservative and libertarian. Voted for Bush and Ron Paul. Living mostly along the Gulf Coast, mocking liberals is a cultural norm. I didn't like Donald Trump the person, never have. I read too many stories about how he habitually stepped on people he deemed beneath him. The story about how he paid a piano maker a fraction of what was promised, giving the dude the option between accept the pennies on the dollar or reject it and go bankrupt or fight it in court where I will throw 10x the agreed price at making sure you go broke there. I recognized that The Apprentice was bullshit. Full blown, but I still supported Trump over Clinton. I despise Clinton and pretty much everything about DC. Clinton essentially promised us the status quo would continue, and I hated how she acted like the office was a damn birthright. Trump, I thought, at least represented something different. Rattle some cages, rock the boat, pick your euphemism. And I bought the lie that he was wealthy enough that he couldn't be bought by lobbyists and special interests. And with all the checks and balances in our government, how much damage could he really do, right? I think the first turning point for me was the never-ending lies and grift, putting all of his family into important positions, his worship of dictators he admired, using his own properties to host everything so that he could double-dip profits, and lying about everything. Sharpiegate was full-blown insanity and should show everyone just how pathologically incapable the scum is at even pretending to accept a mistake. I couldn't stand all the double-speak with COVID. I think millions of people died that didn't need to, all because Trump could not handle not being seen as the smartest guy in the room. I really do think Trump turned half the country against Fauci for the simple reason that Fauci presented himself as a subject matter expert, and Trump took that as a personal attack. But the absolute final straw was watching Trump in the face of defeat. None of that was a surprise, of course. Trump has claimed cheating at every loss in his life. He accused the Oscars of fraud when The Apprentice lost to The Amazing Race. He accused Ted Cruz of cheating when Cruz won the Iowa caucus. When asked if he'd accept the results of the 2016 election, he literally said, of course, if I win. Then he accused the Democratic National Committee of fraud for the election he won, because he didn't also win the popular vote. So that he would claim fraud was absolutely expected, but the depths he would take it. I never thought anyone could. And I never thought our system was so vulnerable as to allow it. And I never thought 85 million Americans were dumb enough to follow it. So why do I loathe Donald Trump? If I had to pick a single response, I hate the spotlight he shined on just how much of our country will embrace anger over facts.